One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. We've reached a defining point in the season. Week 8 in a huge game here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Missouri Tigers and the Red Devils. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Guys, the Tigers head coach told me pregame he understands that they are walking into a very difficult situation today. Their opponents have a big winning streak on hand, but so do they. He said, I believe that we can come and set the tone early. Look for them to be very balanced in their play calling, show why they've won these games 3 in a row, and really set the tone here early in the first quarter. Back to you. Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Maybe a little too bold on that return as he's out of bounds at the 11. So Missouri's offense will have the football first. Ahmad Hardy, big day in his last game. Over 150 yards on the ground and a score. Offense working from the pistol. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, you saw it on that play.
The give to the back. He's past the sticks. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. On the ground with the counter. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And it really doesn't matter who plays quarterback in this offense because Ahmad Hardy is option 1, 2, and 3. And you saw him a year ago, man. Not only does he have that home run speed to make big plays, but he also runs that stretch play so nice and breaks tackles and uses his physicality. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like that in the backfield.
Yeah, and you mentioned the breaking tackles. That was really the thing. His contact balance and his ability to somehow stay on his feet on those outside zone plays were huge for Missouri's offense a year ago, and they're going to be looking to do that again. You better pack a lunch on defense every single time you're playing this guy. No question, we're expecting big things from him this season.
Unloads to the wideout. Left side is Lee. Shakes a man, and he might take off. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Missouri comes to the line with another first down. Tells to run, wants to pass. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Moving the pocket, it's Burns. Heaves it deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
And how about that? That's already the 3rd target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Looking to take a shot. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. Straight ahead, it's Peppers. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Ball is loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move.
I got to tell you, man, I'm impressed. Not with the throw, not with the decision, but how the offense flew around after the interception, getting to the ball, David, and creating that fumble.
And I think the QB breathing a big sigh of relief. You thought you made a game-changing pick, but how about flying to the football, like you said, making the tackle, getting the football out, recovering it, and, you know, getting a first down. That's how you do it.
Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Hits inside. It's Peppers on the stop.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Dropping back, it's Sanders. Out wide left, it's Rice. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
I love the 3rd down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Snapped on 4th down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Across the 25, he's got room. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
Tight end now in motion. On play action. Moves to his right. Rolling right and going deep. Goes high to pull it in. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. And it's the Red Devils, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Going with the counter play here.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Turning it up. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Red Devils.
Really nice job of executing that time by the offense on the option play. Really nice blocking up front. And the quarterback there really had a two-way go. He could have pitched that. The pitch guy was wide open. But the QB decided to keep it himself. Down here in the red zone-ish area, he's able to make guys miss and take it in for the score.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it on the counter. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Looking downfield, it's Burns. Got there right as the ball did, jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. It's complete to the left. He didn't make it. He's down at the 32, and that'll be 3 yards short of the line to gain and bring up fourth down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Searching for space. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Red Devils get a chance to send their offense out onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Back to pass on second down. In traffic, it's Rice. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I don't care how...
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Got to make the play on fourth. Throws to the wideout. And that falls incomplete on fourth down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. The sure hands, it's Hardy. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Missouri wants to go fast. Nearly intercepted.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Some misdirection with the counter. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. To the air, it's Burns. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Yeah, and there's so much aggressiveness in college football, and I'm here for it. I want all of it. Nice job, 4th and short. I'm buying my club, and now 1st and goal inside the 5. I'm trying to get that touchdown. Forget those field goals.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. Stop right there.
And this has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Red Devils get a chance to send their offense out onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Nice stiff arm there, but the defense still able to stop him for a short gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Scanning the field, it's Sanders. Left side, it's Peppers. They bring him down after a gain of 7. It'll be enough for the 1st down, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. And it's the Red Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. He's got an open man. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. And it's the Red Devils will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Working that left side now. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their 1st. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play?
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
On the move. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Red Devils. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. He'll start the return in, and the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Sets his feet, it's Sanders. Still looking to his right. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Red Devils. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
We haven't even gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest reason why they're trailing by as much as they are. They better go in at halftime and make some big-time adjustments.
Got him right there.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
On third down, he drops to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. We start with a look in on BYU taking on the Colorado Buffaloes. And it's BYU looking to push their record to 7-0. And you do that, you essentially lock down a postseason spot, although I think their goals are far bigger than just that. And now we take a look at some of the other games going on around the nation on another wild day of college football. Bringing things back to your game, one more refresher on how the first half went down. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Red Devils get a chance to send their offense out onto the field. Trying to set the tone with the run. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Right side, it's Rice. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside, it's Peppers. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense. Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Stepping to the right. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive.
And that's the play the defense absolutely had to have. You know, going into halftime, you were down on the scoreboard. You just needed something really good to happen. And so right away, you get the interception, you create a turnover. That is huge. And it's critical now this offense is able to come on the field, take this thing down the field, score a touchdown, shorten this lead. You need complimentary football right now.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Missouri gets to the line quickly.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Rid of it on the RPO. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Looking downfield, it's Burns. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Caught on the RPO. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Wants to go up top on second down. Out wide left, it's McDonald. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Escapes the pressure to his right. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs, and this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback, you're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
Man, you gotta love the response of the quarterback. Like last possession, you make a mistake, easy to get down on yourself sometimes, but now just come out and you're absolutely surgical. 4 for 4, spreading the ball out, seeing the defense really well. Nice bounce back for this QB.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Gets the back moving. Rides to the back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Red Devil! And the route is on.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out, they're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this third down from deep in your own territory. Looking to pass. It's Burns. Makes the grab. There he goes. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. The give. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. So the final period starts with a second down play. And it's picked off for the third time today. Got some room to run. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
Great job getting the interception. Maybe an even better job on the return. You got the convoy. You're finding your blockers. You're out in the open field. You're saying, hey, coach, watch me with the ball in the open space. Maybe I can get on offense and get a few throws. That was a phenomenal individual.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Devil. The lead gets bigger here in the fourth quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0. And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. Here he comes from inside, and the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Scoop and score! Touchdown, Red Devil! That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he'll bring it back. Not nearly as much running room as he'd hoped. He's out of bounds at the 13. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Oh, pressure's coming. Going to try to get it himself. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. So Missouri will have to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Trying to take it back. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Checking in from the Red Devils sideline. This offense has been a big storyline here today. We did not expect them to be so proficient against one of the top defenses in the country, but here we are. A big blowout. They have the ball and the lead. Coaches keep talking to the players about finishing strong. We'll see if they're able to keep up that momentum here today and get the upset. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Throws it deep. Makes Makes a deep grab. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll ride him again. Breaks into the open. Got the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And it's the Red Devils getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Left side is McDonald. Touchdown, Red Devil! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. RPO complete to open the drive. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Here's a give to Hardy. Got enough for the first down. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Hey, finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. 2nd and long here. Dropping back, it's Burns. Works the middle.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games and we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
They'll try to run it in with Hardy. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. On first down, it's Hardy again. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Ready.
It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.